Hey everyone, and welcome back to It's Tech Time. Have you ever felt like your Linux system was keeping a secret from you? Maybe you had services crashing, or people were unable to connect via SSH, or things were breaking, and you had no clue why. Well, what if I told you the answers were hiding in plain sight, inside of your log files? Today I'm going to show you how to use the journalctl command as a crystal ball, as you will, to see exactly what your system is doing in real time. And if you're into hands-on Linux tips like this, please go ahead and tap that like button down below. It tells me to make more videos just like this. And in this video, you're going to learn how to instantly view system logs, track down service errors like a pro, and follow logs live while issues are happening. And by the end, you'll have a new Linux superpower and the confidence to debug like a boss. So let's jump in. So let's imagine this. You just deployed a new web server, and you hit the IP in your browser and there's nothing there. No error message, just a blank screen. Silence. Or maybe you work at the help desk and a team member sends you a message saying, hey, I can't SSH into the server. Can you check the logs? And at first you're thinking, wait, what logs am I supposed to be checking? And the answer in one word summed up as journalctl. If you're using Ubuntu, Fedora, Debian, Arch, or pretty much any modern distro, you've already got journalctl installed. So let's grab a terminal and I'll show you. So if you were to man the journalctl, you would see that it shows you pretty much everything from boot up to background services. And for example, we'll run it and you can use the up and down arrows to move up and down it to look at older entries and go to newer entries. And then simply hit the Q button to exit everything. And while there are several different arguments that you can pass along to journalctl to do many different things, some of the most widely used ones I'm going to cover today is the journalctl-elf. And this is tail mode on steroids, if you will. You'll be able to see the logs stream in as they are happening. So for example, if I was to open up another terminal and then SSH into the machine that I currently have journalctl running on, you will instantly see the SSH service going through the log files. So that is really cool for troubleshooting in real time something that is currently happening. If this has been helpful so far, smash that like button and drop an emoji in the comments. It lets me know you want more tools like this. The next argument you can pass along to the journalctl allows you to focus on a specific service. So let me maximize the screen and close out of this. Clear the screen so you can read. So now I can run journalctl. I can pass the U, which tells it to look for a specific pattern. So in this case, I'm going to do SSH. So now it's only going to show me entries in the journal file that are related to the SSH command. And you can do this with anything that's running on your server. If you have a web server, you might have HTTP running on it. I don't, so nothing's going to show up there. You can even combine filters so that you have less noise to have to filter through while trying to troubleshoot a problem. So if I did clear and then journalctl-u for SSH and then do -f, I'm looking at SSH entries in real time as they happen. So if I go back to the split screen, and let's say that I'm a remote user that for whatever reason I can't SSH into the server. So I would be able to live view, watch this file. And if there was any type of error for me logging in, I would see it instantly by using the journalctl command here. And if you wanted to, you could also filter logs by time. So I could use journalctl-since and 1 hour ago. Spell it right. These are journal entries that have happened in the last hour. This can be really great for forensic debugging. For example, you have an error report that something broke last night. You can filter by time frame and go one at a time through them. You can even filter logs based off of a user ID. So let me find my user ID. It's 1000. So I can do journalctl_UID equals 1000. These are journal entries that are only related to my user ID, which can be perfect for checking what a system user or a rogue process is doing. So if you worked in an environment where there was multiple people logging into one server doing work, you can filter out the journal entries based off of an individual user or a process that they were running. Now by default, the journalctl command is going to show you the oldest log entries first, and then you have to scroll down to the bottom to see the newer job entries. But if you wanted to view the newer entries first, you simply run journalctl-r, and that's going to show you the newest log entries first and then go back to the oldest ones. So there's no more scrolling to the bottom. You can instantly see something that is currently going on that you're trying to troubleshoot. And that's it. You just learned how to decode your Linux system's activity like a professional, using one simple but powerful tool, the journalctl command. You were able to view full system logs, monitor services in real time, filter those logs by time, the service type, or even the user, and you were able to use reverse mode for fast troubleshooting. So the next time something breaks, you don't have to panic. You can open your terminal, run the journalctl command, and watch the story unfold in front of you. If you found this video helpful, please do 3 things for me. Like the video to help others find it, subscribe for weekly how-to videos, and drop a comment on what I should cover next. And hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next tip. And I will see everyone in the next video.